What a morning, guys. What a morning. What a morning. I tell you, I am literally excited for the result. I mean, it is, it was really nervy towards the tail end. And this is the second game running that we've literally, Darren, I tell you, this is the second game running that it's just given me a heart attack. Oh my God. Oh my God. I tell you. Oh, yeah. Charan is actually in at the King Power Stadium. And these are the pictures that he's starting to show us. I'll show you guys. Anyway, guys, sorry, I was going to tell you guys good morning. Yeah, I did tell you guys good morning. It is good morning because United won the second away game in a week, the third straight victory. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. I am going to show you what Charan has just sent us. Darren, can you see? That's Charan there at the King Power Stadium.
Yeah, I can see it. Looks
Yeah.
amazing.
He is. Look at that. How fantastic is that?
So jealous.
How do you like that scoreboard there? That scoreboard is so beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, amazing.
And look at that. That's literally after the game has been won.
Wow.
What's that sound? Ooh, that was a whistling sound. Hello? If you want to whistle, you can whistle. But whistle Glory, Glory, Man United. Give us some tunes.
It was just, I think it was me because I read Starbucks. I mean, it was just
Right. Okay, so some really good pictures Charan has sent us. Look, he's actually there. Mervin's coming on. Mervin, I thought you went to bed after extending sleeping.
No.
We did it. 1-0. It doesn't matter what. 3 points in the bag. We're up to
Like I
50.
said, it's still a win is a win. We're playing away, and the team that we have, we're just not ruthless yet. But we at least this time I'm a bit more confident that our defense was able to soak some of the pressure.
Yep.
But I think for me, I'm impressed.
That's the scoreline. That's the scoreline, Mervin. That's the scoreline we want. Look at it there. Hey, that's the scoreline, bro. That's the scoreline. The beautiful pictures are courtesy of Charan, who is at the King Power Stadium at the moment.
Amazing. But one person that I'm very impressed with, I must say, since he's taken on the captain armband, is Fernandez. You can see he's running up and down. It's good to see, and you see he's also directing what to do.
Yep.
And he also shows when somebody does a good thing, he actually gives a clap and everything. So obviously he's trying to.
I think it's time to sort of move the what do you call that, the captaincy armband to Bruno. I think Bruno's done a fantastic job over the last 3 games that he started.
Until we really get ruthless in front of goal, I think we're just going to have all these heart-stopping moments where people they will come and take us on, especially towards the end.
Yep. I think one of the key points that I took from the game, we'll get some thoughts from Darren and yourself. One of the key thoughts, I think we started pretty well. We started on the front foot. We started to get into the game, grow into the game. But one notable fundamental that I think I hope, and with the signing of Anthony, that's going to put a lot more pressure on Rashford to be. Rashford today, to me, there was a lot of running and stuff like that, but his ball control hasn't been particularly good. He's missed a couple of chances. He's just rushing himself into it. The hold-up play from him has been really poor. He could have had much more opportunities at goal if he had controlled the ball better, and that shows we're really missing a player like Anthony Martial, who holds the ball, where the ball sticks to the feet, and that's where I think Anthony is going to give us that difference. There was talk that he's actually going to be more. He's going to be playing more on the right side of the side, and Sancho's going to play on the left. And what? But I tell you, you know what really got me all excited was that backflip that Cristiano Ronaldo did. That should have gone in, man. I tell you that if that gone in, we would have done a shoe. We would have done a shoe. All three of us in our house now or wherever we are, like Darren's in Starbucks, we would have done a shoe, and we would have told all of them, this is a shoe for Cristiano.
There you go. Sorry, just looks like James Gardner has just confirmed he's left.
So that's good. Yeah, actually, yeah, we are actually about
Everton.
40 minutes away. Yeah, he's gone to Everton and 40 minutes away for the transfer window to close.
Yeah,
that's what we but what do you call that? I don't think there's going to be any movements from a United perspective.
nothing coming in anyway.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be anything.
I think a few loans maybe going out, but apart from that, I think Ahmed's gone to Sunderland.
Was it Sunderland? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he's gone to Sunderland. Yep. And then I think Hannibal's already gone. He went to Birmingham.
Yeah.
That was last week anyway.
Yep.
So I don't think who else went. There was one more player that went as well.
Yep.
Who it was. But yeah, there's a few that got out on loan, which kind of expected.
Yeah.
But he's kept Zidane and Savage, so I'm sure they'll they might play a part during the cup games. Maybe that'll be nice to see. So it'll be
correct.
Nice to see those two in there.
Yep.
Yeah. So we've got promising a few youngsters still there. Garnacho's still there. So hopefully we'll see more of those. Like the Carling Cup or the FA Cup later on in the season.
Yes.
Quite nice.
And I think you'll see a lot more of the youngsters start to play as soon as the Carabao Cup starts to get underway, and also probably against in the Europa League, probably in the Cyprus game or the one in Moldova. But again, we can't underestimate anything. But it's going to be a big game. It's going to be a big week for us next week. Actually, we're back at Old Trafford to welcome the Gunners on Monday morning, 1:30. We're definitely going to do live on that one. That's going to be a cracker of a game. We're sitting now basically 6 points away from Arsenal, and this is where we can close the gap on the leaders by beating them and bringing it down to just 3 points, or hopefully get that sort of get as close as possible as we can. Then I think we are going to Spain, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're playing away to Real Sociedad, right?
I think we're at home. I think it's home first.
Is it home? Oh, we are home. Okay.
Yeah, I'll double check, but I'm for sure it was.
Let me check. Yeah, let me check. I'm going. We were just going through the news now, guys. Let's see. So we are. Yes, we are. Yes, you're right, Darren. We are.
Yeah.
The next two games are at home. We're playing Arsenal at home on Monday. That's a 1:30 kickoff, so we'll go live as we normally do, about 45 minutes to an hour before kickoff. So we will sort of start to see what the lineup would be, and then of course we will talk it through once the confirmed lineup comes out. And then of course, then on Friday morning, 5 a.m. we're playing Real Sociedad.
Yeah, so that'll be a tough game. So I think on the weekend after we've got Crystal Palace away from home as well. So
yes, correct.
Obviously, I'd rather have a home game just to less travel, but at least we haven't got like 2 back-to-back away games.
Correct.
I was looking at all the fixtures actually, and I think there's a couple of times where we've got back-to-back away games, like Europa League and then into the league. That might be where he maybe rotates the squad. Because especially we have to go to Cyprus and Moldova as well, isn't it? So they're quite long away trips.
Yep.
So I think that's where we might have to rotate the squad during that week.
Yep. Let's see. Okay. So anyway, I want to get some thoughts onto the game. Again, we've scraped through a 1-0 victory second game running away. I think it's a decent result. The fact that we know it was always going to be hard playing away at St. Mary's and playing at the King Power. We knew it was going to be hard, but I think my thoughts is that we could have done a little bit better to kill the game off. We had a couple of chances that I feel that Rashford should have taken. There was a lot of when we were going forward, we were a little bit more loose with the ball, loose with the passes. I think that factor, because when you're playing with someone like Johnny Evans in defense, who has the experience. He's an ex-Manchester United player, and he has the experience to read the game and to understand how players' movements are, and that's what he did. He bossed the defense of Leicester City, and that's what kept us kept us pretty quiet. This is where I feel that United should have been pumping in the balls more and more into the box. And look, they played Wilfred Ndidi as a centre back, and he did fantastic. He intercepted a lot of balls, and he made it difficult for our attacking players. But I think this is where I think someone like Anthony is going to come in and give it a different flavor to it, a different style of play. This is where I think we are not pressuring enough with the ball. As you can see from that one part when Bruno had it on the right wing and he was taking on, Cristiano was running, and you could see at the far screen, Rashford was still jogging. He did not make a dash, or he did not ask for the ball. This is my problem with Rashford. This is my biggest problem with Rashford. He's seen Cristiano came on. You notice his movement on the ball. He was trying to run. He was trying to get into spaces. See, that's what you need to be doing, and that's what I feel that Rashford is doing. His lack of motivation. He's always.
Also, the other thought is whether he's actually doesn't have any more stamina, because in the first half he was constantly trying to chase down the defense, stopping them from passing the ball.
Yep.
So I think maybe he's still not there yet.
Fitness, yeah.
Fitness. So that's when I was thinking, they should have brought Garnacho or somebody, to take over. At least then, he can still do the counter or lead the attack. So,
I think, Mervin, we're literally, honestly, this game is where we were really missing Anthony Martial.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Darren, give me your thoughts on it, Darren, the game overall.
Yeah, it's been like the Southampton game, wasn't it? Really, we got the goal, truly deserved it, and then we kind of just, I wouldn't say we sat back too deep. I think we were in control of the game, but we kept giving away stupid free kicks. Madison had a couple, and I was getting really worried when we kept doing that. It was just sloppy balls, making stupid fouls.
Yeah.
So we just need to get more control of the game. I think Casemiro, I think him and Everton, Casemiro didn't play. He wasn't say he was amazing today, but he did come on and had control of the game a bit more than he did with McTominay, for example.
Yep.
So I think I think we've still got more improvements. 1-0 to win, that's amazing. Another clean sheet.
Yep.
And I'm going to Rashford. I think now he's got a lot of pressure now because he's got Anthony fighting for that spot. And I think he's got a big few weeks ahead of him because, he needs to start, he's doing okay. He's obviously doing better than last season, but I think he needs to do a little bit more, like in the forward areas, because at the moment he just seems a bit slow. But I think that could be fitness, as you said. So, but yeah, I think Anthony will give him that competition.
Yep.
I think Ronaldo, actually, when he came on today, I was actually quite impressed with what he brought to the team. I just thought he looked lively. He looked a bit fitter as well. We have seen it in the past few weeks, which is only a good thing.
Yep.
So it looks like he's going to stay unless something crazy happens in the next half an hour.
Yep.
But no, I think he will he be happy to be on the bench every week? Probably not. But I think he will play his part. Because we haven't bought a striker, and because Martial is obviously got injuries at the moment, I think he will definitely play his part during the season.
Yep.
So yeah, overall, I'm very happy with the win. it was a bit of a nervy last 10-15 minutes, but got the win. That's the most important thing. Move on to Arsenal. Hopefully, we can get another 3 points.
Yep. I've got to send a real big thank you to Charan. Thank you very much, Charan. He has been fantastic. He's been sending us a lot of pictures. The service has not been pretty good at the King Power. That's why he couldn't do a crossover. But he sent us a lot of nice pictures that I sort of screened earlier when Mervin just came on. Showed Mervin that the most important thing was the scoreline. That's what I'm excited about. 3 points. That's the most important fundamental to it. But yes, you're right. And now comes Arsenal. The league, the current league leaders, who's had 100% record. They're coming to Old Trafford. This is where I think again our back four had a decent game. I wouldn't say they had a fantastic game, but I think they had a decent game. Varane was still absolutely brilliant. He literally marshaled the defense. He kept that stability. He went in for the second ball. He was very alert. And that's what I really like. And personally, Varane's my favorite player. He's always been my favorite player, and I'm really excited that he's doing well. I think Martinez was fantastic. He lost 1 or 2 balls, but recovered pretty well. But he was pretty he was pretty good. He had 1 or 2 duels with Jamie Vardy, but it was nothing serious. It was and he sorted that out anyway. He was so much stronger in that the department. He took no shit from Jamie Vardy, so which was good. I think Malaysia was a little bit off a little bit today. He still did really well, but I thought he had 1 or 2 balls that he could have played, like there was Cristiano Ronaldo. When he went forward, he could have played him in. You could have seen. We all saw Cristiano was a little bit upset because he was in a good firing position, and Malaysia didn't pick it out. That could be down to experience. Yeah, that could be really down to experience. And he's really has not played long enough with Ronaldo to understand his movements on the pitch. So that could have been one of the factors. But I think he'll grow into it. This is what I want Ten Hag to do, is to go back to the drawing board and say, guys, this is what you did right, this is what you did wrong. So this is how I want you to improve that. And that's what I want, because I want players like Malaysia, who's new and stuff like that, to understand what are the things that they need to do. We cannot be scraping games like this, because it keeps us very nervy towards the tail end of the game, and we don't want to, one false mistake and that's it. We've just either we've lost the game or we've dropped 3 points, or and just ended up in a draw, and we just dropped 2 points as well. So I think that's one of the main fundamental that we need to really look at, because Arsenal is a different kettle of fish. They're going to be playing with a very pacey team, very organized. The fact that they have a good understanding, especially with Odegaard and Jesus and Martelli and all of those guys. I don't know when I'm pronouncing it. It doesn't matter whether I pronounce the players right or not. It's not Man United, so I don't bother about pronouncing the players right. Martinelli, right? Martinelli. That's it. Well, I still love football anyway. But the fact is that we're actually playing Arsenal on this Sunday. Monday morning for us here in Australia. I think that's going to be a tough game, a very, very tough game. But I think it'll be good to keep the momentum up. If we know Ten Hag, he's probably going to start with the same team because it's a winning team. He, as we've seen, he's going to chip and change probably in the second half of the games. But I think he'll probably keep. What are you guys' thoughts?
You go, David. You go. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I think he will. I think he will keep playing the same team. I think I'd love to see Casemiro come in, but McTominay hasn't done a bad job today, and obviously last week as well. So and as you said, when you're winning games, and it's hard to to leave players out.
Yep.
And that's what I like now, though. We've actually got people who could actually come in, though. Like in the past, we've not had people on the bench. You've got like Ronaldo, Casemiro, and these types of players now who are like top world-class players on the bench that can always come in. So that's what I do like. This competition in the squad, which you need, and that's maybe why McTominay's like the last couple of games. He's got more competition now, and he's just improved his game. A lot more. I would have Casemiro, but I think next week is when he might, as I said, he might rotate the squad a bit more, just because we've got Europa League coming in next week. So I think it'll probably be it's going to be a tough game against Arsenal. I'm sure we'll talk more about that when we get to that. But I think it'll be the same team really.
Okay, Mervyn, what do you think?
Well, just before let's talk about next game. But against Leicester, I think overall, I think did well. Malaysia, I mean, yes, I agree that he was a bit off, but I think Sancho needs to use him a bit more, because you can see Malaysia tries to do the overlap run down to the side, and he's actually a good crosser. I've seen his game for he's actually does a good job. But the problem is, and the issue is, we don't have anyone who's got a good aerial ability in the box. So maybe that's why we're not seeing like the crosses, the overhead crosses, but we're seeing crosses more on the ground.
Yep.
So that somebody can tap. I presume that's why we're not. That's why we're doing sort of that kind of process. And I agree with Darren. I think McTominay, I mean, I think he's definitely, you can see that he's never been consistent. He's 3 games now. You can see that's the consistency in him. I am impressed. So I think he should continue, even though I know Casemiro is there. But, again, I think this maybe reflects that that when you have competition, everybody steps up.
Yep.
So hopefully Rashford the next one to step up, because he stepped up.
Yes. And yeah.
I would say maybe for next game, I might drop Eriksen and put Casemiro. I think Eriksen taking
I think I'm still yawning. My God, it's in the morning. But I'm probably so tired that I I know if I put my head down and I'm gonna sleep, I'm gonna sleep like a baby, because United won the game. If United lost the game, I sleep like a baby. but you're right, Mervyn. I think but the thing is with Eriksen into the game, you could see that passing forward.
He's a good, but I think Casemiro as well. I saw he did few good passes. Unfortunately, there was no one else in it.
Yeah, because we were defending too deep. That's the problem.
So maybe if he's starting off, maybe I mean, it's a matter of trying, and this is the thing. We need to try a few combinations.
Yep.
I'm not saying change the whole team, but just tweak in there, just so that Ten Hag has options. Because the last thing is you want to trial things when you really need to win the game. You can't be putting players when we are when we are behind. But I think Martinez and Varane, perfect combination. You can see they are working together really well, so that's perfect. But the other telling thing is, how I think we commented on our group chat. We saw there was 3 yellow cards given to our defenders.
Yep.
We're like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Who's gonna replace them? To be honest, like Dalot didn't have anyone on the bench.
Yep.
Excuse me. I mean, Lindelof is the only one, and Harry Maguire. But again, they're not true right back. So this is where we're stuck. Who are we going to get to replace?
I don't even think Luke Shaw was on the bench.
No, he wasn't. So even left back is an issue. But so.
But good the fact that they kept it clean. Even though they knew they were on a yellow card, they kept it clean, and that sort of saw out the game pretty much.
Yeah. So that's something to, I think, maybe look. I mean, about trying to maybe get a right back. Sorry.
Yep.
And obviously, maybe we just have Luke Shaw. I don't know whether he's injured or we just Ten Hag's just like.
I think he's been benched. Luke Shaw has been benched.
I think he must be injured because we had 2 keepers on the bench. Surely you wouldn't have 2 keepers if Luke Shaw.
So there's 2 keepers. You're right. There's 2 keepers.
Yeah.
Kova was there as well, right? Kova.
Yeah, Kova and Heaton.
And Heaton, yeah, Tom Heaton.
Yeah,
it must have been it could have been a last-minute injury.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
In the warm-up or something. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, definitely midfield now. We've got options galore, which is good to see. And obviously, eventually, one day, maybe the next season, we can look at an out-and-out proper striker.
And of course the 2 the right back and also the left back.
Yeah. I think we've got. Yeah. It's kind of a transfer. I think we've got to be happy with what we've done. We've obviously there's more signings we need to get, but you're never going to get everything in one window. It's going to, as you said before, it's going to take 2 or 3.
It's going to take 2 or 3 windows. Yeah.
Or Nottingham Forest. That's their 20th signing they've just done.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's that? This is Man City, is it?
No, Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest. Right.
It doesn't always work though. I remember Fulham doing it a few seasons ago. When you buy 2 new players, it's not always a good thing.
Not always a good thing. Correct.
Yeah.
But
so I think
how good is that Alvarez guy that City bought in January this season? Well, last season. That guy seems to be really good. He's I heard Pep Guardiola said that he's almost undroppable as well, like Haaland. Can you imagine?
Is he an out striker, or is he on the wing?
Yes. He's actually a striker.
He's not going to play though with Haaland, though, is he? I guess.
Well, I think he came on for somebody else and he played against Haaland. He scored against Nottingham Forest as well. Yeah.
So he's going to be more like an impact off the bench, I guess. He's not going to be going to start.
Correct. Yeah.
So it just shows how good their squad is. If he's like, is the manager saying that about him and he's like coming on? That's not a bad player to bring on. That's what we need, really.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. That's what we need. But anyway, that's something that we will have to see in the next couple of transfer window, because we are literally 20 minutes away from the transfer window.
I'm flicking through. I don't see anything major, except the big news was that Leeds were going after this Bamba Dieng, who's a Senegalese striker from Marseille, and Nice tried to hijack the deal, and he failed the medical.
So, you're about to sign for Leeds. The Leeds had a change of heart and decided to pursue a deal to sign with Nice. Reporting coming out of France now say the player has failed his medical.
Yeah.
And the deal is dead in the water. Wow. Bamba Dieng. Vertonghen, remember Vertonghen, Jens Vertonghen, ex-Tottenham defender. He has completed his move to Anderlecht from Benfica. The deal is great. So Arsenal has been dealt a blow from Douglas Luiz from Aston Villa. Aston Villa has said that if it's not the right money, they're not gonna approve the sale. So apparently the Gunners had offered a deal for in the range of 25 million, and I think the Gunners wanted, the Villains wanted 35. So, and they've decided not to cash in, and Villa's just decided not to cash in. But the other news, as you mentioned earlier, Mervyn, James Garner has completed his 15 million signing from Manchester United.
I look through for the actual contract deal, because earlier for kickoff, there was somewhere where I read there was an option to buy back, but I've not seen that written.
Not seen that, yeah, the details of the contract.
Yeah, I'm like James Garner. I've heard two different reports. One saying that there is a buyout clause, and another one that said there's not. So I'm not sure what to believe really on that one. So, but I hope we do because I think as I said before, I think if a few years time we'll probably buy him back.
Correct.
Like 80 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Memphis Depay pledges future to Barcelona.
Yeah, he just announced on Instagram. He wrote a post.
Yep, he's actually put out a post.
But isn't he the one that said he was willing to terminate his contract?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
force the move, but now he's staying.
I guess no one just wants to pay that his wages, maybe or something. Or
correct.
So now I presume he has to play for a smaller wage now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Liverpool just signed someone as well. Arthur
Melo.
Arthur
It's
Melo,
a season-long, which is a season-long deal. Yeah, because they signed him as a cover because I think Henderson had a hamstring. I think he pulled a hamstring in yesterday.
Yeah.
So Liverpool had dug into the market to sign an emergency signing, especially to shore up in midfield.
Yeah. Option to buy. It's an on loan option to buy.
Right.
So I think it's like 32 million they're saying here.
Yep.
I'm not seeing much of him, so I don't really know much about him, really.
Correct. And then Wolves has also signed Bruno Lage. Bruno Lage has signed Bukhara Torre from Mainz. Bruno Lage, he's the manager for Wolves, has signed Bukhara Torre. So that's Wolves making a signing. So that pretty much looks like it because another player that Liverpool was going after, which that nothing's coming out yet, is Moises Caicedo. Apparently, yes, from Brighton. Interesting activity. The Seagulls are playing well. I don't think they'll want to sell, especially this late in the window. If that's not been confirmed, we will literally get 15 minutes away from the close of the window.
There's talk about Aubameyang going to Chelsea. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Who's this?
Aubameyang going to Chelsea.
Yes, that's confirmed apparently.
Yeah, that's confirmed.
Okay.
There's a picture of him
in London.
And his leave. Yep.
Yeah, and he was and a Sky Sports reporter was talking to him as he walked out of his vehicle, as he came out of his vehicle.
That could possibly be a good sign, but you just never know with him, do you? He had an okay spell at Arsenal, but he kind of fell off at the end, didn't he? So it could turn out to be a good signing, but I guess we'll see, when he plays.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
But I think Chelsea, to be honest, I think they are desperate as well to sign as many players because their results haven't been good as well. So I think, they're just trying to.
The one that I was watching it, but that story died off pretty quickly. The one that they were talking about, Liverpool having a deal with Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, that one was early in the
season,
wasn't it?
Correct.
No. Yep.
Yeah, early in the window, and apparently they have got an. I'm hoping that doesn't happen because Bellingham is actually a brilliant player. I would love to have signed him, and he came to United and he signed for Brighton. No, he signed for Birmingham. He was meant to sign for United, and then he ended up signing for Birmingham.
Yeah. Because Alex Ferguson took him down the training ground when he came over. And I thought we were going to sign him, but it's possibly. I think he's going to definitely leave at some point over the next maybe 2 or 3 years.
Yep.
To a bigger team. Hopefully, it's not Liverpool. That would be hard to take. Hopefully,
unless Sancho can convince him otherwise.
Yeah. But now we've got so many midfielders. You don't want too many in there, but I would take him. So you have to get rid of a couple if you do.
Yeah. Let's see. There's still 15 minutes to go.
It's not as big as I thought it was. I thought it was going to be a lot more going on.
Yeah. So the good thing is Cristiano is now here to stay. I don't think there's going to be any movements from his point of view. So he's at least going to stay till the January transfer window and see how it is and see where the team is from that point on, and then make a decision. What was that?
Ronaldo, he said last 2 weeks ago, didn't he, that he's going to come out and speak. Happened.
Sorry, Darren, we lost you there. Service been pretty bad. Not very clear. We walked clearer before. Probably the service there anyway.
Yeah, New South Wales. Yeah.
We got to bring you back from New South Wales, man. We got to bring you back.
Yeah, I'll be there in 2 weeks. So.
Yep, and that's the big night. The big night. We're not telling the fans out there what we're doing, but it's kind of a surprise. And the way we're going to do it, we're going to try and do it as creative as we can, and have like a real good atmosphere for the Leeds game. That's what we've targeted for, the Leeds game. We'll have Darren, we'll have Mervyn, Jogan is coming. We're trying to get Alex Telles down. Hey, what the hell? Where's Alex Telles?
I know. I was wondering where.
So look. No, we're not going to let him off the hook.
Yeah, give him a call.
I'm going to
winter transfer window is going to be the same from January 1st to 31st. They're not changing it. I thought they were going to push back a bit because of the World Cup.
Yeah. All right. We're calling Alex Telles. Ooh, he's not answering. Sevilla don't have a game today, do they?
Well, I think they played yesterday.
Did they win?
I'll check now.
I don't follow La Liga very much. He's probably taking a snooze, after probably.
It looks like, by the way, it looks like Tahit. Wow. That's pity.
Zakaria is trying to. Well, not trying to. He's actually closer to Chelsea switch. So,
I think that's confirmed already.
Reports are coming through that Zakaria has passed his medical.
Yep.
Yep.
Joel, did you see Tahit Chong is going to Birmingham on a permanent deal?
On a permanent deal?
Yeah.
I think that's a good sign. He's had a good chance at the United. I don't think he's doing himself.
But Chong had a pretty decent run in Australia. He in the 2 games he played pretty well in pre-season.
I think he knows he's got. I think he's not in terms of the order of who will be ahead of him. I don't think he's going to get the opportunity.
Right. Southampton has completed. Carlos Vinicius. All right, let's see.
Well, another 9 minutes to go.
Yep. So Endon leaves Brighton, and then AC Milan has signed Esther Vraric from Wolfsburg. Guess who's also on the move? Not from Manchester United, but Dan James is on a loan move to Fulham.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's moving to Fulham.
So that's why they were saying that because of the other deal didn't go through, but they were still allowing Darren James to go.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But we've got about close to 8 minutes now. We'll see if there's any last minute. We all remember the famous fax machine on the last day of the season. How that's still lingering around, and that fax machine failed for a good reason. Did you see that wonder save by David De Gea?
Yeah.
Hey, wow, what a save from James Maddison, man. That was brilliant.
He was supposed to go to Real Madrid, wasn't he?
Yeah, Real Madrid. The fax machine broke down. Convenient. But guys, you see, did you guys notice this, that De Gea looked more confident on the ball, playing it from the back.
Some of his. I think his distribution, I would say, is not as great as some of the other goalkeepers,
like Alisson and Edison and all that. Yeah,
that's right. Because there's a few times when he kicked the ball out, it's ended up going out. Especially when he kicked it out to the wing. So maybe that's why Ten Hag likes to play from the back and get him to pass to a defender and then let the defender bring it up. So maybe that's only thing I thought I saw. But otherwise, I agree. He's definitely more confident.
He's more confident.
I think because previously, how he had to take on so much pressure of just trying to save all the goals, but this time you see he's not having to do that.
Yes.
And that one save that he had to do was from a free kick.
Correct.
So
So I think that I think he's also much more confident with Varane and Martinez sitting in front, and now you notice our two left-sided and right-sided defenders, the left back and the right back, they are much more confident. You could see them high-fiving each other, because they knew that the synergy between them. There's a big synergy. And you remember that save that Delors made? Was it against what's his name? What's that left-sided player? Was it Vardy?
Harvey.
Yeah.
So,
yes, that's right. So he actually made a fantastic block with that, and of course it was a goal kick. The passion that they had with Delors' interaction with Martinez and Varane and all of them, with Malacia and all that, it was so good to see. Those are the things that I was talking about. These are the things that I'm talking about. That it is showing a lot more passion. That the team is a lot more confident. It's something we didn't see towards the tail end of last season, or towards when Rangnick came in. I think Rangnick tried to play a certain way, and the players did not believe that certain way was the right way to play, and hence the issues. But you can see that at this point of time, there's a lot of. There's still a long way to go. There's still a lot of improvements that's required from the team perspective, but it's a work in progress. It's a big work in progress. It's starting to tick a little bit more. My only thing is for it to be a little bit more polished in the movements, where the runners are able to read and move the balls quicker, and hopefully that. We will get that all important second and third goal, because as I mentioned, the goal difference could also be a factor come May next year. So I think it's very, very important that we start to.
I think Owen said, Michael Owen said that I think United have learned how to start playing the basic first. And I think that's what Ten Hag is drilling. I think get the basic right, and I think you can see that's evident now.
Yep.
Defending, they're passing reasonably well. And like I said, I think as we see the season progress, I think we'll start seeing proper running in front of goal. And and the other good thing is, I mean, if they see how Ten Hag is managing this team and see how the team are playing together really well, I mean, this is going to attract other players in the next coming, transfer windows to see, hey, okay, looks like, there is a change.
They believe in the manager.
Yeah. So they might, definitely can attract some of the bigger players.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at Klopp. It took him at least 4 seasons to win over the fans and to win over general players and stuff like that, and players ultimately wants to play for him. And of course, the two of the big managers in the Premier League is Liverpool and Pep Guardiola, and players. I mean, players from other clubs are wanting to play for big managers like that, big reputations, because they believe in winning stuff. They believe in attracting bigger interests.
Correct. And if you think about it, I mean, if you put aside Ericsson and Malaysia, rest of it are the same players from last season. You know what I mean?
Of course. In that first 11,
Correct. So they obviously, you can see the change in their motivation to play, to work together. You can see so much different, and and this and this adding a few more makes a lot of difference to the whole dynamic of the.
Exactly. No, it definitely does. Okay, so we've got 2 minutes to go. 2 more minutes.
And I think Ten Hag is a no-nonsense manager as well. Like, he lays down the law. He's like, you can't mess around with him.
Yep.
So I'll be interested to see if he was a manager a few years ago, he tolerate Pogba and Lingard with all their social media stuff. You don't see anything anymore from like Rashford, Sancho.
Yeah, you don't see that. But of course, Paul Pogba has been in the news of late anyway. He's been in the news of late because of something to do with a family issue with his brother extorting him money and all of that.
Brother from that who plays for Rennes, not that.
Yeah, I think the older brother. I think the older brother. There's some. I didn't even bother reading into it because Pogba is a forgotten asset from. We thought he was an asset, but he was more of a liability to Man United compared to an asset because.
This goes back to this is maybe what Alex Ferguson saw.
Correct. This is exactly what he saw, and that's why he was happy to let him go.
It's like Ravel Morrison. Do you remember him?
Oh yes.
He was a fantastic player, I thought, but obviously he had a lot of issues with his. So let him go too. Now I don't know where is he playing now. No idea.
I actually no idea where Ravel Morrison is playing.
Yeah, he doesn't like.
Let's see where he's playing. Where is?
I think is Ravel Morrison? He's an English player, isn't he?
Yes.
He was at Derby last year.
He is playing now. I'll tell you what is he doing. Yeah. So I think he's with Derby County. Yep, he's with Derby County. Wearing number 49 jersey, Ravel Morrison. So I guess our former club captain Wayne Rooney took him there. So yeah. Anyway, guys, it's 8:01. The summer transfer window of 2022-2023 is officially shut. So we've not had any big incomings in the last hour of the transfer window for Manchester United. A couple of the other teams have made some crucial signings for them. As we all know, it is the World Cup year, and so there's a lot of games that are going to come thick and fast. But I think United made their signings. I'm pretty happy with the signings that we've made. Will be really, really good to see Anthony come in or at least make the bench against Arsenal. But you never know. Ten Hag might just throw him in there because he's raring to go, and you never know. That could be a game changer. So, guys, that's fantastic. It was really great talking to you guys. I know all of you guys are now going to go back to bed and sleep like a baby and not worry about anything because Manchester United has given us good dreams today. Fantastic dreams. Huh? we couldn't even wake Alex Telles up. He owes us a chant in the next show. He owes us
Martinez song chant. He needs to sing.
Yeah, that's it. He has to sing the Martinez chant. He did it on the preview show today. But
are we going to get any Darren or anyone? Are we getting any Arsenal guests to come in?
I think Charan said he's going to get someone, and also I think Alex has got his cousin in Old Trafford for the Arsenal game.
I'm trying to get someone from back home as well. So I'm just trying to see if they can do that.
Yep.
Yeah, I've asked a few on my end, and none of them they're camera shy. So
yeah. Thanks me as well. But we try to get at least one on that. Good.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. I know it was a little bit of a slow.
That's a sign that it's glory, United.
Glory. Yeah, the light shining there. The light shining. Glory, Man United. Again, guys, I tell you, I've just lost. I mean, I'm just over the moon for the result. Yeah, could have won it by more, but hey, 1-0 is a win. A win is a win. 3 points. That's it. But guys, stay tuned. We are coming back for the Arsenal pre-show and of course the preview of the lineup and all of those things. And hopefully then we will get some live crossovers and we'll have some interactive stuff that we can actually bring to you viewers out there. And we're going to be doing a lot more research on the way Arsenal's been playing, and we will talk about it in the next show. So I am now telling all of you Manchester United fans everywhere. In Australia, it's a good morning, and every parts of Europe, it's a good night. Have a lovely night. Manchester United has just won the game. As I got to put it in there. It's 3 points for us, which I'm really happy. So we are on to the next game, which will be back at Old Trafford to welcome the Gunners. So, guys, this is me, Joel, from the Red Devil Addicts studio here in Melbourne. And we've got Mervyn, who is not in his clubs, but today he's with his United jersey because he's not at work. Yeah. He's made all the patients well. He gave them a taste of Manchester United, and they all became well. So, and Darren, we need to find you a better place to. We just have to pick you up from Sydney and bring you back to Melbourne, yeah? Because looks like the Wi-Fi there is killing your beautiful voice, and we can't see your beautiful face. We can't even get you doing any of the chants replacing Mr. Alex Telles. So we're going to get you to a better place, and hopefully we'll have a good show in the next. Guys, thank you very much. Have a lovely day ahead and a great weekend. See ya. Bye-bye.